Hello there! In this video, I'll show you how to remove this large sensor console from the dashboard of a Mk1 Mazda 2. But why would you bother? Well, you may want to replace the stereo, or the light bulbs to make these dials light up, or fix some other infuriating issue that's buried down there. Welcome to Cast by TV. Right, step one is to peer down here through this gap, and we're looking for a silver coloured bolt, specifically that one up there. Here's a close-up. That bolt needs to be removed, for which we need an 8mm socket. That one will do nicely, and of course, an extension bar. This ratchet will come in handy too, of course, and what we got to do here is be very careful not to drop the bolt, because if we do, it's going to fall into the center console and the chances are we'll never see it again, which would be inconvenient. Come on, ratchet. Right, careful now. Don't lose the bolt, don't lose the bolt. Got it. Next, we move to this lever, the one that controls airflow, because we need to remove its handle. And to do that, we simply pull it out of position, something like that. All right, that's what it looks like. Try not to lose that. Next, we need to remove this rotary dial on the left. And to do that, we turn it all the way anti-clockwise and then pull. Same for the middle dial. Come on now. Well, that one's a bit sticky. And finally, of course, for the dial on the right as well, which is a bit broken in my car, but never mind. And removing those dials gives us access to these two screws. Here's a close-up of one of them. Those screws need to be removed, for which we need a medium-sized Phillips screwdriver. How fortuitous. Now, I am well aware that watching me undo two screws is absolutely riveting, possibly even the highlight of your day. So to make sure you enjoy every second of it, look, we've got a second simultaneous camera angle so you don't miss out on any of the action. Because that would be too disappointing, wouldn't it? Now, where can we put these screws where I won't lose them? In the cup holder. Right, what's next? Next, we need to remove the ashtray. To do that, simply open it up, then press this piece of metal down here and hold it, and then the ashtray slides out of position. All right, removing the ashtray makes it easier to get a tool behind this corner of the console, which we can then use to pry it out of position. To pry the console out of position, we'll use this plastic trim removal tool. Plastic is better than metal because it's less likely to cause any damage. But speaking of damage, look at this. My tool has snapped on the end there, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. We'll use this end instead. So we'll start in the bottom left-hand corner of the console and see how our luck is. Sometimes things like this pry out of position quite easily. Other times they put up a real fight. Okay. Right, the bottom left-hand corner is out quite easily. So we'll move up the side here like that. Things are going well. In fact, yes, the console is, apart from the wiring, of course, free. So we can now pull it towards the gear stick, which reveals all the wires down there. Here we find three wiring plugs that need to be removed. There's the big one here. See that? There's the medium-sized one there. And there's a little one down here. We'll remove the little one first because it's easiest. And all we got to do to get that one out of the way is to pull it. There we go. And now we'll move on to the medium one. To remove the medium-sized plug, grab a small flat-headed screwdriver, then push in that tab. Do you see the one I mean? Alright, so we'll push in that tab and hold it, and then the plug quite easily slides out of position. It's a similar story for the big plug socket. There's a tab here at the end of the screwdriver, which needs to be pushed in and held, and then out it pops. And there we go. The console has been removed, so you can do whatever you want to do to it, or indeed do whatever you want to do behind it, which looks like that. Interesting. And of course, once you've done whatever needs to be done, simply reverse the process I've already shown you to put the car back together. Now, have a quick look at this. I told you that was quick. That's my website, and if you'd like a closer look, simply go to the address I shall put on the screen right about there. CarSpyTV.com. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpy TV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video? And while you do those things, I'm going to clean this Skoda, which is absolutely filthy. Bye.